Well, all right, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in the house. You guys, it's time to get this show on the road. Welcome to the Secrets of the Mind of a Man, where we talk about how men think when it comes to dating, relationships, and love. And I'm glad you guys are here. Come on through. Come on in. We're going to get this show underway. Hello, everybody. I'm KTJ, and I'm the creator of this show. And this is our time today, you guys. Our topic: Am I ready to date? Am I ready to date? 7 signs. I got 7 signs you are ready to date. And look, this is how we're going to do it today, you guys. We are going to. I'm going to talk about the 7 signs that you're ready to date, but then also talk about the 7 signs that you're not ready to date. So this is going to be good for somebody. Somebody needs to hear what this is. And so we're going to get into it. But look, first, let me get you guys to hit that thumbs up sign wherever you're watching this at. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. So let's jump right into it, you guys. 7 signs that you are ready to date. And then we're going to go into 7 signs you are not ready to date. All right. So we're going to get into it. Let's go. So number 1 of the 7 signs you are ready to date is you have dealt with your issues. Now, let me preface this whole conversation for a minute. I've had this happen a couple times, right? I've had someone jump in my inbox or just during a discovery call. The person just says, look, Kel, I'm just getting out of a relationship. I'm just getting out of a marriage. Been married for many years, married for 10, 15, 20 years. And after all that time, time has gone by and I have felt neglected. I felt like nothing is happening in my life. There's no point. There's nothing going on. And I need somebody, right? I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to experience some life. I'm ready to find some friends. And so they say, I'm interested in dating, but I don't know how. I don't even know if I'm really ready for dating. And so I had somebody who asked me this question just last night, right? And I'm going to tell you what I told them. We're going to talk about it, you guys. So look, if you guys, as you guys showing up, shout me out. Let me know that you guys are in the house. Let me know that you're here. And I would love to hear your questions and your comments to these 7 signs that you're ready. So part of this is what I actually told the person that I was on the line with yesterday. And so I want to hear if you guys agree, if you disagree, let me hear it. Let me hear it. All right. 7 signs. Number one sign that you're ready for dating is you have dealt with your issues. You have dealt with your issues. Now, I know if you think it's not your fault, guess what? That might be an issue. If you think that it wasn't me, it was him, right? That might be an issue, right? Because I tell you what, if you go to dinner with somebody, you sitting down, y'all go to Chez Marais, go and sit down at a nice restaurant, and the person asks you, why did your relationship break up? If you say, oh, it was because he did such and such, or it's because she was this, she was that, she was the other thing, right? You know what you're actually telling that person? That you are not ready to be dating because you have yet to take responsibility for the situation. And I'm telling you, if you're not taking responsibility for whatever happened in your life, you are not mature and you are not ready to date. All right. So that number 1 is you have dealt with your issues. And yes, you do have some issues. So the question is, have you gone to therapy? Have you gotten with a life coach, a love coach, somebody that you can share your thoughts with, share your feelings with, and have them put a picture, put a mirror up to you and to tell you whether you are in the right or in the wrong. All right. So that's number one. You have actually dealt with your issues. Number two, the second sign that you are ready to date, or you are, or technically, or you are not ready to date, you are fine with or without a mate. Listen to this, y'all. If you are fine, whether you find somebody or not, whether you're being with somebody or not, whether God sends somebody into your life to bless your life, if you're cool one way or the other, you're ready to date. If you are not cool one way or the other, you are not ready to date. Right? If you need somebody, I need somebody. Lord, please send me somebody. If that's what you're doing, you are probably not ready to date. Right? But if you are at that place where, you know what, I'm cool regardless. If somebody comes, wonderful. If nobody comes into my life who's right for my life, then boom, I'm cool with that. All right, let's go to number three. Number three is your ex is completely gone. This is the problem that I had with the conversation the other night. The ex was not completely gone, right? And if the ex is not completely gone, that could be a problem. Why? Because if the ex is not completely gone, you bring a new person into the space and they're getting to know you, and all of a sudden, oh, my ex came over. Your ex came over? Did you just come over? My ex helped me with my tire. My ex did this, my ex did that. You only gonna get but so many of those exes with it before that person says, you know what? You're a really nice person. Why don't you go and be with your ex? Okay. If you need your ex for all of this and that and the other thing, you know what? Why don't y'all go back and get it, come back together, and I'm going to see you later. Okay. So if your ex is still in the picture, you are not ready to date. If your ex is gone from the picture, right, you might be ready to date. I'm talking about gone. No pop-ups, no come-throughs, oh, help me. Because some people they hang on to these relationships because they are fruitful for them, right? It's nice to have somebody that you can call, even if you can't stand them. He's a good man or she's a good woman, and she's gonna come through for me, right? So it can be hard to break that, but when you have broken that connection of neediness from your ex, you might be ready to date. All right. Number four, check this out, you guys. Number four, you are completely self-sufficient. You might be ready to date. That look, I may need to turn this title around. You might be ready to date if you are completely self-sufficient. That's number four. You are not ready to date if you are not completely self-sufficient. If you need other people for things, you might not be ready to date. If you need your mama, you need your cousin, you need this one, you need that one, right? You might not be ready to date. And you know what? If you're not ready to date, it's okay. Hey, Seema, I see you guys' comments over there. Look, if you're not ready to date, it is okay. I need y'all to drop some comments on this side too. Drop your comments on the Facebook side and on the YouTube side. All right, look, if you're not ready, it's okay, right? If you are not self-sufficient to the place that you pay all your own bills, you have a support system that does not include your ex or your boyfriend or the boyfriend before that or the boyfriend before that. Okay. You have taken care of the things for the future, taking care of the things for your kids, right? And you are self-sufficient, meaning you don't have to ask people for anything. You might be ready to date. All right. Completely self-sufficient. Number 5. Let's now you know what? Hold on. Let me back up to that number 4 though. That self-sufficiency. Now, I'm not saying that you don't need anybody. I'm not saying that there's nobody that you don't need anybody to come into your life and to be of a support, right? Because listen, we are not islands. You are not an island. Everybody needs somebody, right? Everybody would like somebody, but you shouldn't need other people if you're saying you're going to be dating. Why? Because they'll get my man, he'll get that impression that you are actually after him for his money, right? And men today are very keen. They're listening. They're paying attention for women who are after their money, right? Now, there are some men, they will use their money to control you. I hope somebody listening to me today. Look, I hope somebody listening to what I'm saying. If you might get a guy who comes out and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna take care of you. I see you need some you need some tires on that car. You need oh yeah. You know what? You need your yard cut. And I see those bushes crawling up there. I see those vines going up your house. You know what? I'm gonna take care of that for you. Right? That sounds fine on the outside. That sounds fine as an initial nice thing to do. Yes, sounds fine, right? But it also could be a person using their resources to control you. And look, if you haven't been in this dating market in a while, you might not pick up on the signs that people are using their resources to control you. Right? Look, one of the young ladies I talked to, she said, "Look, yes, I'm getting out of this relationship. I'm just getting free. I'm just getting out of this relationship that I've been in for many years, right?" And she says, "I got a couple of guys that are interested in me. I don't really know what to do. You know, I got one guy is younger, and he's really pursuing me hard. Another guy is older. He's like, well, I don't know. We'll see. He's not really committing." She said, "I don't know what to do." Right? I told her, I said, guess what? You might not be ready to be dating at all. Why? Because if you did, you would kind of know what to do, right? You would know that just because somebody is pursuing you, that doesn't mean that you should open your doors and let them come in and pursue you all they want, right? Just because they want you, that don't mean you necessarily need them in your life. Just because they say this guy says he want me, and he says this and he says that, and he makes me feel good when he's talking. He's talking about wanting me. He's talking about building a future with me. Don't you understand that people will say anything? This is somebody coming out of a relationship for a long time. You get back out here in this dating market and you're going to learn something, right? Because some of these people are looking for an opportunity. And some of these people looking at just getting your drawers and then keep it moving. All right. Let's be honest. So let's move on to number 5. Number 5, the 5th sign that you are ready. We're going to go with ready first, right? 5th sign you are ready to date. You've learned to trust some people and you learn to verify. You learn to trust and verify, right? There are some people who actually have relationship PTSD. They got relationship PTSD. They've been through so many bad situations. They've been battered, been emotionally abused, physically abused sometimes, sexually abused sometimes. They've been through so many things until anybody who shows up, they're already on guard. What you want? What like why are you here? Who sent you? Right? All of that. Who sent you? You got to get to the place that yes, you are ready to just take each person on a case by case basis. All men are not the same. All women are not the same. All people are not the same, right? Case by case basis. So understand that. Understand that you got to get to the place that you trust, but verify. Look, I'm not telling you to go out there and be stupid and silly, right? Yes, you open and you give people the benefit of the doubt. When you see who they are, believe them the first time. Right? Believe them the first time. Don't let it have to go on and on more times than it should, right? Trust but verify. If they tell you they're going to do something, pay attention to see if they do it. And take them on a case by case basis. The minute, listen to this, y'all. The minute you start comparing them to your ex, that's the sign you are not ready to date. The minute you start comparing them to your ex, you are not ready to date. All right? Let's move on. Number 6. The 6th sign that you are ready to date or not ready to date. Number 6, you know what you want. Hey, y'all, look, one of the questions. Hey, Brandy, thank you so much for popping in. Appreciate the love. Look, one of the questions I asked the lady on yesterday who had these guys interested. This guy is pursuing me. This young guy is pursuing me. This older man, he's pursuing me, but he's not pushing so hard. But these guys want to take me out. They want to make me. They want to show me off. They want to. That's all that glitter, not gold stuff that you feel when you're coming out of a relationship, right? Okay. But you gotta know what you want. So I asked her after she told me all that. I said, "Let me ask you a question. What do you want?" I know. And then she went back to saying, "Oh yes, and so those guys, they said that one of them wants to have a family. He wants to take care of me. He wants to take me out. He wants to buy me things." I said, "I didn't ask you that. That was not the question. The question is, what do you want?" It doesn't matter what they want. It matters what you want. And it also matters that you know what you want. Because guess what? If you don't know what you want, you'll go along with everything they say. Oh, they said this and it sounds good. Oh, it said that and it sounds good. Next thing you know, you out standing by yourself. They done got whatever they came for and put you on the back burner or no burner at all. Put you in the sink. All right. So if the 6th sign that you are ready to date is you know what you want. The 6th sign that you are not ready to date is you do not know what you want. Now, I'm not saying going out with friends, even necessarily going out with somebody who's interested in you, right? But when they ask you what it is you want, you're able to tell them. If you just came out of a relationship, it's probably not good for you to go into another one, right? So you should be able to tell them, I'm just looking for friends. I'm looking for positive people to spend my time around. Now, I got to give you all this. Now I'm talking to the ladies on this. Look, if you tell a guy that you only want to be friends, right? Yes, he might just ghost you and never call you again, right? But at the same time, don't go out spending this guy's money, taking up all his time, eating up all his resources, and then you want to act like, well, we're just friends. If you're going to be just friends, be prepared to pay for your own tab, right? Pay for your own dinner. Yeah, he's taking you out because he's interested in you. So I said this before, and I want to give you guys this, right? This is something I have observed. Nobody taught me this. This is just something that I've known since I've been doing these coaching sessions and just being a man, right? Women will go out, y'all will go out with a man that you know you're not interested in, right? You will let him take you to dinner. You'll let him take you dancing. You'll let him take you out on the town. You out, like, you get dressed up, put your heels on, go out and enjoy your life, right? Knowing that you don't really like this guy. Knowing that if somebody better came up to you while you was in the restaurant, you would hold conversation with him, right? Men don't do that. Men don't do that. If a man doesn't like you, he's not even going to ask you out. If a man doesn't find something attractive about you, he's not even going to bother taking you anywhere. He's not going to bother inviting you anywhere. Why? Because that's how men are. Men generally don't do that. Now, if a man might take you out, now this is a slim chance. A man might take you out and pay for your meal and all of that. If just he just like you're just his buddy, and he's just feeling masculine that day, right? But just trust and believe, right? If you said to that guy who says, "Oh, it's no big deal," that guy, that 1%er who takes women out with no thought for what might happen later, that 1%er, if you offered him more towards the relationship, he'd probably say yes. Why? Because men take a woman out that they feel some attraction to. And women will go out with a man that they feel absolutely nothing for, just for a good time. So look, we on number 6 though. Knowing what you want. You have to be able to articulate to this guy what it is you want. If you don't want a relationship right now, that might spark the idea that you just want a sexual relationship, right? So be careful about that. But you say, listen, I'm just getting out of a relationship. I don't want anything. I just want somebody cool and fun to hang out with. So you even got to watch that word friends. Because see, sometimes friends means a lot. friends turn out in friends with benefits. Okay. So you got to be careful there. All right. So just knowing what you want. You have to know what you want. If you can't articulate what it is you want, and I'm not talking about in an abrasive way. I had to get on my friend who's watching, like sometimes you can scare folks away if you don't say it right, that you want to be friends, or you want the person to present what it is that they want. Now, listen to this, you guys, and then we're going on to the next point. One of the things I tell the guys that I talk to, I said, look, you should be telling these women what it is that you want, right? the woman, she really actually shouldn't have to fish to find out if you like her, if you want her, if you're interested in getting to know her further, where this is going, what you want. I mean, if you text in every morning, what you doing? And good morning, beautiful, and all of that, that's nice. But that doesn't tell her what it is you want, right? If you're not looking for anything serious, tell her, I'm not looking for anything serious. If you're looking for something serious, tell her that. I'm looking for something serious. And then she can say yes or no. So that one's for the guys. Look, tell her what it is you want. Some guys try to lie and say they want a forever bride, but they just want to jump off for the night. Stop lying. Don't lie. Tell her what it is you want. Have to be able to do that. All right. All right. Number 7. Number 7. The 7th sign you are ready to date is you know whether you're ready or not. The 7th sign that you are ready to date is you know whether you're ready or not. Sometimes some people they say, I'm not ready. I'm just not ready for dating. What they're really saying is, I'm scared. What they're really saying is, I'm afraid. What they're really saying is, I don't know what I'm afraid of getting my heart broken again. I'm afraid of wasting my time again. I'm afraid of putting myself out there and choosing the wrong person again. You know what? If you're scared, say that. But you have to know if you are ready or not. Are you ready or not? You ready? Are you ready for dating? You should know. Outside of the fear, is your situation ready? Now, I can tell you this. If you got numbers 1 through 6, right? You probably should go out and start, having conversations with people and, going out for coffee, going out for, spending some time with some people. But if you are a little shaky on 1 through 7, and I'm gonna run them back down again, then there might be a problem. And there might be a problem that you need to handle. All right. So let's run it back down to you. Tonight we're talking about, am I ready to date? Let me run it back down to you. 7 signs that you are ready to date or not ready to date. Here we go. Number 1 was you have dealt with your issues. Number 2, you are fine with or without a mate. Number 3, your ex is completely gone from the picture. Number 4, you are self-sufficient. Number 5, you learned to trust people. You're learning to trust and verify. Number 6, you know what you want. That's my favorite one, I think. And number 7, knowing if you're ready or not. You know if you're ready or not. Let me jump over here to the comments. We got my girl LV in the building. What's up, LV? She said, not at all. Get rid of the X factor, especially if you don't have children together. Let's talk about that X. Is the X completely gone? Now, yes, absolutely. If you have children together, you pretty much stuck with them until those kids get older enough to take care of everything. And my man don't have to even come in the house. He don't have to call you. He don't have to text you, or she doesn't have to call you or text you, right? They could deal directly with the kids. But until that time, you got kind of stuck there. But so the question is the ex completely gone from your life? I'm not talking about the kid's life, right? I'm talking about your life. Is the ex completely gone? Meaning if you invited your date into your house, will he see signs that a man lives there? Is he going to see the toolbox over there in the corner? All right. Is he going to see some old shoes? He going to see some big size 12s that he know ain't nobody in that house wearing? Is he going to see when he pulls up your Instagram or your Facebook? Is he going to see sign? Is he going to see your ex's face hanging around? Completely gone. Yes. I like what J-Lo did. J-Lo, when she and Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, broke up, she went through her Instagram and deleted all them pictures with her and him in it, right? And she unfriended him. Some of y'all are still friends with your ex. I said completely gone. If you are still friends with your ex, y'all still buddies, y'all still exchanging text messages, y'all still like flirting. A lot of people who were married actually still sleep with their ex. A lot of people sleep with their ex on a regular basis, right? If that's going on, you're not ready to date. You are not ready to move on. And look, listen, that happens all the time. You know, if you've been married to somebody for 15, 20 years and y'all been sleeping together for 15, 20 years, it's just easy to just slip into that again. No big deal, right? But that means you're not over them. You are over them when you can tell them, hey, it's been real. Please lose my number and do not call me anymore. You're over your ex when you can hit that block button and leave it there. That's when you know you're over your ex. All right. Any ideas he gets about coming over? The answer is absolutely not. That's when you know you are over your ex. Looks like my internet's acting a little weird, but we gonna push on. My girl Seema, she said, "Wow, I thought I wasn't ready, but I guess I'm ready because I couldn't care less either way. I'm so good. Yes, either way. Well, that's good. That's good. If you over it, you over it, and that's a wonderful thing, right? Go down this list. Hey, Gwen, thank you so much for popping in. Appreciate you. Gwen said over. All right, she said over. Yes, yes, yes. Are you really over them? Yes. What's LB saying? LB said there's no need for any of that. Sentimental value costs too much. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people still float around with their ex, text them and tell them to meet me at the hotel, away from the house. I heard what was that story with Dr. Dre and his wife. She got what was it? He owes her like 6 figures a month or something like that. She was awarded in their divorce decree. And you go back and sleep with her. It happens, y'all. It happens. Hello, Tarshal. All right, Tarshal said block delete, even with kids. Oh, you a savage like that. I hear you. Do what you got to do. Look, listen to this, y'all. Your peace is so important. You don't have time to just willy-nilly leave it to chance, right? Your peace is everything. And a person, listen to this, y'all. A person can come into your life and can feel your peace, or they can feel your torment. They can feel that you're still not over your ex. Oh, Bobby used to do this, and Bobby used to do that, and Bobby. Oh, my ex used to do this. Oh, my ex took me there. Oh, my ex. Guess what? If that is the case, you are not over your ex. And if you are going to go out and start dating, you need to tell the person. Like one of the people who I had this conversation with, she said one of the guys who's interested in me, he told me he's not over his ex. Look, that's a little bit of a booby trap, y'all. Let me tell you, let me shoot y'all this game right here. Man says, I'm just not over my ex, but I'll still date you, right? You know what that means. Yeah, y'all get what that means? Because I don't think she knew what that means. That means I'm still going to be pursuing the doors open to my ex. So she comes over, we can get back together, reunited because it feels so good, right? But then I told you already that I'm not over my ex. So since I told you I'm not over my ex, hey, I'm in the clear. If my ex shows up at the door while you're at my house, I told you already that I'm not over my ex. So since I already told you, you shouldn't have a problem with it, right? That's how that works out. So if a man comes and says, I'm not over my ex, but I'll go out with you, I'll take you out, I'll spend time with you, I'll do all the things that lovers do. Oh, really? But you said you're not over your ex. What's that got to do with anything? Yeah. That's setting you up for the okie doke. So that it can be already stated and already said, I'm not over my ex. So then if the ex re-enters the picture and he has to kick you out of the picture, you understand. Because I told you in the beginning. That's that game right there. Tarsha, my ex does not know where I live. I hear you. You know what? That's a good way to do it. Keep it that way, right? Because some of these exes will shoot their shot again, especially if y'all got children, right? There's that bond that's there forever. And some people think that door is open forever and they can come walking back into that door again whenever they want. I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all man game tonight. Brothers, y'all have to just excuse me because I'm just giving up the game tonight. If he been there once, he figure I can go there again. If she bore my children, there's great possibility that I can at least act like it for the night that, you know what, we should get back together. When he said we should get back together, he didn't mean for the long term. He meant for the night. He meant for the night, not forever. So you got to watch them turns. All right. So I ran them down to you. So look, let me add. I got this question too, and I want to give y'all this. How long should you wait before getting back into the dating process? How long should you wait? Let me grab this statement. Gwen said, "Yes, I had to shut the door because he thought he could call or come by anytime." Hey, look, if it works, it'll be a good night. Right? If it works, boom, we on. If it doesn't work, oh well, at least I tried. That's that game. How long should you wait before getting back into a relationship? All right. We got some answers coming through. You guys drop your answers. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna say. I'm I'm going to answer that. You guys drop your answers to this question. How long should you wait after your relationship has ended before you get back into dating? Tarshal says 2 years. Can I hear 3 years? Who's dropping some numbers on me? Drop some numbers on me. Tarshal said 2 years. All right, what do y'all say? How long should you wait before you get back into the dating market? All right. So I'll give you my answer. My answer is it depends. Right? Depends. It depends on how long you have been, you guys were together. Right? I heard somebody say one time that you should take at least a month for every year you guys were in a relationship. So if you were in a relationship for 5 years, you should take about 5 months before you start dating. Some people say, 10 years. If you've been together 10 years, you should take 10 months before you start dating. It depends, right? So I wouldn't necessarily jump off and just say that is the way it should be, but I do say you should take your time, right? Before you get back into another relationship and you start talking about dating. Now, listen to this, you guys. You see, look, sometimes people got different definitions of what dating means. Dating means collecting data to be considered for the position of mate. Collecting data. All right. Dating is like going on a job interview. Dating is you going on a job interview. It's like going on a job interview and you're sitting across from somebody, experiencing life, experiencing the moments, and you're trying to see, is this going to be a good fit for our company goals, our collaborative goals? Is this going to be a good fit? Otherwise, what are we doing? If that's not what you're doing, and you're not really, we're not talking about dating. We're just talking about hanging out and just, being friendly. Right? My girl LV popped in. She said, every person is different. I took 3 years to enjoy me. Look at that. Right? Men don't generally take a long time. Right? Look, while you LV, you said you took 3 years. I guarantee you, your ex didn't probably even take 3 months. Men generally move on very fast. Like, if your divorce is final this weekend, by Monday, he on a date already. And he's moving on. But but listen, sometimes men move on physically, but they don't move on that fast emotionally. Now, a man can push all of that down and then go out and have a great time. Even become somebody's boyfriend, moving even into towards marriage after just a few months. I've known men who was with a woman for 4 years as her boyfriend and then just married the next person like 6 months later. Okay? So it definitely does happen. All right, let me jump over here. My girl Toya, what's up, Toya? My girl, she said, depends on how fast you get over it. Now, because she's answering the question, how long should you wait after you have ended your relationship to start dating again? Toya said, depends on how fast you get over it. That's the truth. Because see, some people some people have been over it a long time, and it ain't no big deal to just move on. They ready to move on. Gwen said, date yourself until you're ready to date someone else. I love that. You may have to reclaim your identity and get your mindset right. Learn not to compare. Good talks. Good stuff right there. Right? Good stuff. My girl LV said nope, and his relationship didn't work either. I'm sure. I'm sure. But yeah, Gwen, that's a good point. Gwen talked about um, learning to date yourself. So if I you know, the people who asked me that question, y'all, they weren't clients. So I'm not spending a whole lot of time giving my time to people who are not paying me. Let me be honest, right? So I didn't go all in depth with these young ladies who came to me with that question. But yes, I would. That's one of the things that I would tell some of my clients. I would say, listen, date yourself. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. So give them a good example of how you want to be treated by you treating yourself. Take yourself to Chez Marais. Chez Marais, the made-up restaurant on Peachtree Street. Right? Take yourself to Chez Marais and go and have yourself one of them $60 steaks that they got down at STK on Peachtree in Atlanta. Right? Look, it's in Atlanta. Get on a plane and come down to Atlanta. Right? Book yourself a first class seat. Come on down or not, you ain't got to come here, but go somewhere, right? And enjoy your life. Show yourself how you want to be treated and the level your life has grown to. Some people will not go anywhere because they have nobody to go with. Some people will not go anywhere because they've got nobody. I ain't going by myself. Listen, if you want to enjoy your life, you're going to have to go some places by yourself. You're going to have to expand your mindset. Some of you got into bad relationships because they were bad from the start. You met them in a bad place. you experienced them. The treatment was bad, but you thought, hey, I guess this is the best I can do. So you continued in it. And they said some sweet nothings in your ear and make you feel a little good, a little something, right? And you thought maybe this is it. Look, that's only because you haven't experienced someone who is really genuine, who can tell you how beautiful you are and mean it, and didn't say it to 10 other women that same night. That's that same day, that same morning, that good morning, beautiful text that he sent to 10 other women. And guess what? Women do it too. Y'all women, y'all do it same thing. I'm not on nobody's side. Y'all do it too. Yeah, women, y'all send good morning texts to 10 men too. Right? Looking to see who going to respond. Okay? You got to teach yourself how you're going to be treated. You guys ever seen a one of those paths? If y'all grew up in urban America, or even in the country, probably mostly in the country, right? You'll see these paths, these random paths. I'm thinking of my granddaddy's house and my grandma's house in North Carolina, right? And they live in one of them circular villages. There's a big old circle with a little like streets in between neighborhood, right? But to go to the next block over, they don't walk all the way around, right? They cut through the path. Well, you know what? Somebody created a path. And I'm talking about this is a real path. This is a long path that leads all the way over to like the 5th Street in the little community circle. It used to be a dirt road once upon a time, right? And you look at that and you say, you know what? How did that dirt road get there? How did that path get there? Somebody started walking down the path. And because somebody started walking down that path, other people saw that there's a path. Otherwise, you got to walk all the way around just to get to the next corner. And nobody wanted to do that. So somebody started creating a path. You are creating a path one way or the other. Guess where the first path is created? In your mind. In your mind is where the first path is created. Once you get out of your little small town and start living, you telling yourself, oh, well, wait a minute. I guess I do deserve better things in life. I guess I do deserve finer things. I guess I do deserve to eat well, live well, drive well. Right? And then the person comes into your life and say, you know what? You deserve to eat well. I see how you eat. I see how you live. I see how you fly. I see how you work. I see what you drive. Right? Then they say, oh, I got to come up to here. Look, one of my friends told me one time, she said, I went to the mall, right? She said, I went to the mall and this guy started following me. And he was asking me, hey, excuse me, Miss Lady. Excuse me, Miss Lady. You know, one of them brothers, right? Hey, Miss Lady, how you doing? And she was like, okay, fine, I'm good. He was like, so he decided to follow her and just kind of talking to her, you know, as he's following her, she walking away. He got to her brand new 2021 vehicle, SUV with the fresh mag wheels on it. And my man was like, whoa, you driving that? My man said, whoa, and she said, what's wrong? I thought you wanted to talk to me. You followed me all the way down here to the parking lot from the mall. He's like, oh, no, I can't talk to you. She said, why not? He said, I ain't got no money for all that. He said, I ain't paying. I don't have no money to pay for all that. And she said, oh, okay, well, bye then. I didn't ask you to pay for it. I'm paying for it just fine. But if that's how you feel, fine. You know what she did? She created a path. And my man followed her on purpose because he wanted to see how she was driving. He wanted to see what she pushing so he could decide how much pressure to apply. Well, he got to that 2021 SUV and he realized he was out of his weight class. Now, if I was talking to the guys, I'd tell them, pursue anyway. Right? So stop holding yourself back. There's a beautiful woman out there who's you know, she ain't asked you to buy her this or buy her that. So some of these women, they got everything already, right? They just want a man who knows how to treat her right, who knows how to speak to her in a way that she wants to be spoken to, cared for. She want a man to just, you know, maybe buy her some flowers, right? So, but that's on him. Either way, he adjusted to the path that she created for herself. All right. So all right, got some more comments over here. What's going on? Dr. Lily is in the building. She said, you got that right. I went to Montego Bay for my birthday all by myself. Come on, y'all. Look, we need to give Dr. Lily a round of applause. Yes. Went to Montego Bay by herself. You go ahead with it. I think I might have saw the pictures too. You better go do it, right? Take plenty of pictures when you go to Montego Bay or wherever it is that y'all going, right? Creating the path for you first, them second. You first, the path in your mind first. The path for others to follow second. All right. All right, y'all. Look, I need y'all to go ahead And look, if you need a love coach session, hit me up on the email. You can hit me up. We can have that conversation. We can help you out. We'll do what we can. We can get with you, help you to find the one. Join the club, findingtheone.club. Helping people, man. I'm out here helping people, doing what I do, helping people the best I can with the life that God has given me to share with the people. All right. So love you guys. I appreciate you guys coming through. We got another show. I think we're doing the Q's show tomorrow. Well, we'll see. But I need you guys to head over to the YouTube side. I need y'all to hit that subscribe button, then hit the bell so you don't miss anything on the YouTube pages. And if you like all this talk, I got plenty of videos with more stuff. Some are just me, some are with my guys, people, visitors, guests, all of that good stuff. So I need you guys, before you get out of here, hit that thumbs up, give me some hearts. Let me know that y'all feeling what a brother putting down out here. And I appreciate all the love. Till next time, peace and love. Bye.